Hello, my name is Patricia Huerta. I work for USD 305, Cottonwood Elementary. Today I'm going to talk about neglect of duty. I chose this subject just to increase the awareness among teachers of what neglect of duty means. A school must show just cause in order to dismiss a teacher who is attaining tenure status. Some cases for dismissal include the following: immoral conduct, incompetence, neglect of duty, substantial noncompliance with school laws, conviction of a crime, insubordination, fraud, or misrepresentation. Neglect of duty occurs when a teacher fails to execute assigned duties. Intentional neglect of duty is a conscious or intentional failure to perform a duty. Unintentional is when a teacher fails to adhere to a specific policy or duty that she or he is unaware of the existence of that duty or policy. What can teachers and administrators do to prevent neglect of duty? Teachers should know and observe school board policies, rules, and regulations for the school day and school-sponsored events. Administrators should review policies with staff, particularly if they have witnessed neglect of a specific duty. Today I'm going to share 3 court cases just to give some examples of what neglect of duty could mean. The first example is Blaine versus Moffett County School District Region Number 1, 1988. This was about a teacher named Patricia Blaine who worked for the district and had tenure status. She was a teacher and also was a cheerleader sponsor. She, along with an assistant cheerleader sponsor, accompanied a group of cheerleaders to a basketball tournament in Grand Junction. During that time, she was responsible for the cheerleaders' health and welfare, safety and welfare. During the time that they were in Grand Junction, the girls had a party and consumed alcohol. The school board notified Blaine that she was being charged with misconduct. These charges alleged that during the district basketball tournament in Grand Junction, that she neglected her duty to provide for the general health, safety, and welfare of student cheerleaders under her care, and she violated the district policies. The charges were that Blaine approved the purchase of alcoholic beverages by the students and permitted them to hold a party in the motel. Blaine allowed the student cheerleaders, including those underage, to consume alcoholic beverages in the hotel, and that Blaine fraternized with the student cheerleaders while they were drinking alcoholic beverages and drank them herself. Blaine requested a hearing on the charges. During that hearing, Blaine admitted that she was aware of the district policy prohibiting drinking during school-sponsored activities, and she had discovered the cheerleaders were having a party. She knew the cheerleaders were doing wrong. She also realized that she should do something about the situation, but did not know what to do. According to Blaine, she did not want to make a scene, so she remained in the hotel room and participated in a drinking game with the cheerleaders. The school board decided to dismiss Blaine from her teaching duties. The second case, Sanders versus Board of Education of South Sioux Community School District Number 11, 1978, was about a teacher, Sharon Sanders, who was a tenured teacher. She had taught physical education for 3 years at the junior high and then was transferred to the high school. She had received her evaluation from her principal. Her overall evaluation was good, and he recommended regular salary advancement. She did have 3 areas where she needed to improve. These were care and appearance of room and equipment, definition of goals, and all pupil participation. That year, 1975, the school board voted to continue Ms. Sanders' employment for the following year, 1975-1976, but placed her on probation. The record did not reflect her status of probation and did not give any suggestions of how she was supposed to improve. The following year, her new principal completed his evaluation on Miss Sanders and gave her an overall rating of good and recommended renewal of her contract. His report stated that improvement had been shown in cooperation and percentage of student participation. She still had areas to improve. The principal had 2 areas that needed improvement. This was classroom control and all pupil participation. The same day that Mr. Trump made his report and recommended her renewal of contract, the school board voted to consider terminating Sharon Sanders' contract, saying that she, on the grounds of being incompetent, neglecting duty, and inability to control students. There was a hearing held, and at the conclusion of the hearing, the school board voted unanimously to terminate Ms. Sanders' contract. A district court found later that the school board was unjustifiable and did not show substantial evidence to establish the cause for termination. The last case I'm going to talk about today is Hill versus Independent School District number 25. This is about a counselor, Donna Hill, who was dismissed on grounds of willful neglect of duty. She was a certified high school guidance counselor who had falsified certain entries on transcripts of several students, including her daughter's records, and she had changed grades from the assigned grades to the grades that were recorded on the transcripts. She was dismissed from her duties. Neglect of duty has the responsibility in many areas. I think that the ISLIC standards number 2 applies to neglect of duty. An educational leader supervises instruction. Also, ISLIC 3, an educational leader promotes and protects the welfare and safety of students. And ISLIC 6, an educational leader is an advocate for children. These are my references that I used for my discussion today. Thank you very much.